first of all, tell everybody about your talk, what you've just done, and who you are.
Okay, well, my name's Jim Shields. I run a local business in Leicester that makes comedy films, comedy virals for business. Been going about 25 years. My presentation, having been in a creative business for 25 years, you learn a lot about engaging with businesses, with big businesses. And I see a lot of the mistakes in small up-and-coming creatives, that they just don't know how to engage with large companies where the money is actually that they need to survive. So I'm trying to smooth that pathway and rebalance this, what I call the master-slave sort of relationship. And so that when they start collaborating on projects with smaller creative businesses, they understand what they're asking creative businesses for. They're not asking them to do what they want, they're asking them to do what they need, so they should allow creative businesses to come up with solutions. And then the other side of the coin is that I talk to creative businesses to say, you need to step up to the plate and get yourself in gear ready to do that. So if you don't know how what you do solves a problem in the world, then you're going to have real trouble selling it. It's not just a nice to have. Some of these things are expensive, so make sure you've got your story straight and you understand it in their world and what problem you're solving for them. And that's what my presentation was essentially about. It was an entreaty to the audience to say, get your story together, solve a problem, and now communicate it.
And would you say that's your takeaway message then? Would you hope that people will be taking that away today?
Absolutely. It's a subject, I wrote a book last year called 3 Guys Walk Into a Bar, and it's all about that journey. And it's all about how to land that story in front of the people who you want to work for in a way that helps them get benefit from it. And that is.
I get the impression that you're a guy that encourages other people to kind of fall in love with their life, their passion, their dreams and their business. But also in the creative industry, I think there is a lot of people who feel that they're just kind of taken for granted with, or there isn't free services always available. So what tips would you give to other people who are in the creative industry, who are maybe thinking about giving up or just keep going? Or how would you inspire those?
Wow. Well, first thing I would say is there's a lot of low self-esteem in the creative industries. And that's because we're so lucky to be doing something we love. We sort of feel a bit guilty about it. And then when we go in front of a customer, we will start with, I'm sorry, I do this for a living. Anyway, have you got any, you've got a budget for me? And they go, well, we haven't got a lot of money. Well, that's fine, I'll work for free. And it's a problem. I'm not saying you should never work for free, because some people need to get their portfolios going. So when you're starting out, that's fine. But know that it's a decision. You're giving away your talent and skills for nothing. So what you want in return is a little bit of power over the project. Then when that happens, you move on to another stage where you're no longer working for free. You're worth something now. And I would encourage them to know that that's a journey. Otherwise you'll be working your whole life and the odd job will come in, well, if you do this, you'll get lots of exposure. Well, no, actually, it's worth more than that. And besides which, that exposure never really materialises, does it? So, no.
So you're encouraging, find your flow, but know your value.
Definitely, know your value is a good way to put it. And understand your value in their terms. Because you might love the work you do. I know I love the work I do. But quite often there's a grown-up in the room saying, what's that got to do with me? And you've got to answer that question succinctly and powerfully and with value. And then they'll understand that they've got to part with some cash.
How would you encourage people to get involved in TEDxLeicester for next year?
For next year, well, there's lots of levels, I guess. Certainly on the volunteer side, we need help, and we need help early on, because I feel like a lot of the jobs have fallen to a small handful of very dedicated but supremely overworked people. So help out early on, and then come along and help on production on the day. And you see lots of volunteers here today. And then if you want to speak, start thinking about what can you share with the world that might just make a big difference in everybody's lives. And that's what TEDx is all about. And TED is, their motto is ideas worth sharing. So think about what ideas you have that are worth sharing and put in a bid.
Well, I can definitely say today you shared not only ideas, but you shared passion, energy, and just got that room motivated. So fantastic talk, and really looking forward to finding out more about you in the future. Thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate it. Cheers.